we call them elements to a waiver of liability. And this is like, look, this is just a great way to think about it for whatever you're doing. And if you feel confident in writing your own waiver, then these are the things that you'd want to check it against. And I think we have a free legal checklist as well, in addition to the course, so that like you have a roadmap. But so the first thing is always going to be, what are the activities? So what are we doing? How are we doing it? Where are we doing it? What equipment are we using while we're doing it? And the reason why activities are so important is because if you do not include something in your activities and someone gets injured doing that, they could say, you're right. I agreed that, for Ashtanga or flow or for yin or for whatever it is, that I was, Iyengar chair yoga, that I would not hold you responsible. But, we were doing acro in class, and you didn't explain to me that the risks of acro were different. And if I knew we were doing acro, I never would have signed the agreement. So the activities, you want to make sure that you cover all the different types of ways ways that you do yoga. In addition to that, this is where you want to put like online, in person, in a park, all of the different ways that you offer it. And then you also want to include COVID if you offer things in person. This is like where a lot of the COVID stuff goes. Okay, so that's a lovely comment. Thank you, Karen. So first is activities. The second is the risks. Cool. This is what we're doing, and this is how we're doing it, and this is the equipment we're using, blah, blah, blah. Risk is like, how can go wrong? How can it go wrong? It can go wrong because you could fall, you could slip, you could fall on your head, you could have a migraine, you could be dehydrated, whatever, all the different, you could catch a communicable disease, whatever it is, all the things, those are the risks of the activity. So number one is, what are the activities? Number two is, what are the risks? Number three is, what are the outcomes of the risks? So the outcomes of the risks is like, okay, what is an outcome of falling on your head and having a concussion? It could, lead to significant, change quality of living. You may not be able to carry out work as you were doing before. And also ultimately it could lead to death, which is like, I'm a life guy. I like life. I'm having a lot of fun being alive, but accidents can happen anywhere. Anyone could have a heart attack in any particular instance. So if they have a heart attack while they are in your duty of care, you'd want something to specifically address that. So summarizing the first three, what are the activities? What are the risks? What are the outcomes of the risks? Number four is, having shared all that information with someone, they voluntarily choose to participate. So cool, you told me what's up, what can happen, how that can affect me. I voluntarily choose to participate. No one's making me do this. Number five would be affirmation of health. So you told me everything that we're doing and all the ways that we're doing it. I'm healthy enough to do it. It's my responsibility to ensure my own health before participating, all that stuff. And then the sixth element is finally, it's like the release of liability. So, hey, cool, I've told you 1 to 5 is covered, having all of that super crystal clear. And as a result, I will not hold you liable for any of this stuff. And before you allow me to participate with you, I agree that I will not hold you legally responsible as the activities take place.